Hi, welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, we only managed to get third in the second competition. Then, of course, that puts our dream in getting that legendary train at the end of the third competitions very far away. So, looking at the competition itself, initially I never thought that the gem spender could be joining into our ranks, but unfortunately it happens. So again, luck comes into play. Once you meet the pay to win, that's impossible for free to play to excel. So looking at the situation right now, we could of course prepare even more of that competition or the event raw materials, including the manufacturer produce as well. So looking at all these items again, you really have to think about how to figure out the warehouse space problem. um, as usual, warehouse is always a limitation. The only way of doing it is using the 5 building technique. So the 5 building technique comes with laying out 5 buildings of the lowest level, and you clear off the whole city of every single building you can. So that leaves the 5 lowest building only on the map. So you can put them side by side, and then gradually you will have 4 jobs in order for you to complete, and with that you will gain some population. Hopefully with sufficient population you can increase your warehouse capacity. So the purpose of finishing that a little bit of increasing the population for every single job request is to gather sufficient population. But again, the problem here is it's a bit daunting to lay out all the buildings on the map again to calculate the total population, and that is something that I do not like. Previously, even if you remove the building, the population will not decrease, because it's being stated that you have so many people living in your city already. So removing the building itself will not reduce the population. But after some upgrades, that is totally disaster, and we got to live with this fort of pixel. So that being said, you have witnessed what I've just did. As usual, we need to have a lot of those challenges completed in order to get extra rewards, especially the event coin, which is really difficult to obtain right now. Getting first is 300, getting second I think is 225, getting third is 175. So getting a total of 3 wins plus a bit of those challenges, you may get 1,000 at the end of the third competition. If we are lucky in getting first again, that would be a total about 775, because it's 300 times 2 plus 175 for the third place. So it means it's unlikely we will be able to get the gap of I think 200 or so from the challenges. So very likely, if we get first, we will only get the legendary at the end of fourth competition. So that would put us in not too advantageous position, because without clearing off that special job, which is now in lock, we will not be able to generate the 100 EP job to put us in a very advantage situation. So that being said, the other way of generating sufficient of a 4,000 event keys would be the only option. So I'm not hopeful that we will be able to generate that fast, but nonetheless, do not spend your basically the keys on the other train types like common or rare or even the epic train. We will have gathered sufficient for the epic train, but do not go for it, because I think more importantly is the legendary in order to unlock that special job. Once you have unlocked that special job, I think winning competition will be so much easier, unless you hit with another wave of gem spenders. To put it in the right context, initially I thought there was only one gem spender in my second competition because I was leading first. After a while, I realized I'm being put on the second place, and the person just creates a huge gap, which I managed to catch up in overnight. But again, when the person just start working again, the gap was created with 300, 600, and then eventually to 1,000. So it is not humanly possible unless you spend real money, right? So that being said, then the second gem spender appeared only at the last moment. I was left with, I think, less than an hour. I created about 100 over EP gaps. So it ended up able to close 300 EP at the last 45 minutes. So that is also only made possible by spending real money or good amount of gems. So that being said, managed to claim third based on hard work without any single cent being spent in the game. In that context, gem spending is very important if you want to win. But if you are free to play, then unfortunately you can't. Right? Thank you so much for watching. I wish you good luck in the next competition. We'll catch up again. Goodbye.